Hey, welcome to another Valley Forged. Today we're talking about diode lasers and starting your own business. Now, I've done several videos on starting your own business with a laser, and some of that's going to be rehashed, but diodes are changing so quickly. And a lot of people are probably getting them or have them now and are thinking, hey, I'd like to start a business, and hopefully I can help save you some money and some frustration by just giving you some tips here, because I have not only started a business with larger lasers, started a business with diode, but also taught other people how to start their own small businesses in crafts, in making things. So I'm actually going to do this with you. I have recently started a Facebook page and Instagram and Etsy. I do not currently have the Shopify because I'll explain that here in a little bit. But I'm starting these all from the beginning, and I'm going to follow my own advice, and we're going to work together, and we're going to slowly start this business. I will make videos either weekly or bi-weekly about this subject, and also we will start a community. And so we'll have like a Discord or, live videos or whatever to where we can share and we can help grow together. This is kind of one of the main things that I do this channel for, is ultimately I'm going to be moving in about 6 months. And where I move to, I'm going to start a whole maker community, and a lot of it will be lasers. And I want to help people grow their businesses. In the meantime, I really only have space for a diode laser and a K40, which I have both. And so we're going to kind of go through that. I wanted to say, if you don't already have a diode laser, I would kind of recommend paying attention to the Louisiana hobby guy. He's getting ready for the Battle of the 20-watt lasers. This is not up yet on his channel. I think that will help and be very telling. I think 20 watts is a good sweet spot for starting a laser business. A lot of what you do and probably will sell will be cutting more than engraving. Even when you do the engraving, that's usually not the most important part of what you make to sell. And being able to cut consistently without making mistakes is going to be a huge boon for you. So somewhere between the 10 and 20 watt range is probably ideal. We're going to take a look at these 30, 40 watt diodes that are coming out and seeing, are they worth paying that extra price for them? They're not out yet. Diode lasers we're looking at, I personally have the Ortura Laser Master 3. You can watch my videos on that. Would I say that is a consistent enough laser to run a business? I would not. I like the laser for the price, but I don't think that the quality control is high enough at this point. They came out with a new LE version, and maybe that's built a little better. I don't have one of those. But I have pretty much every accessory for the Laser Master 3 and the extension. I can make some great work on it. I turn it on in the morning, and sometimes it'll home, sometimes it won't. Sometimes it takes 2 or 3 times. And, I've tightened the belts, I've done this and that. I've had several things replaced. And we're talking about a business. So when your laser goes down, what are you going to do? I happen to have the K40 as a backup, and I can also use that for... The K40, just so everybody knows, that is a CO2 laser, the 40 watt. It's a small version. It does the acrylic, whereas the diode laser won't. And that's kind of going to change things for your business. If you've only got a diode laser, that means you're not doing acrylic, or you can only do black or something. So I don't really call that doing acrylic. I can already tell this video is going to be a little bit longer because there's just a lot to explain. But being the fact that I am doing this myself, I'm not just talking about it. And I'm not here to try and sell you a diode laser. And that's one of the things I'm going to get into right now is you're going to watch these channels and they get sent these lasers. And the purpose of that is to sell you. Now, I'm not saying that the people that doing the reviews aren't honest. But the reason the reason the manufacturer is giving it to the person who's doing the video is to sell you on it. And they may give a good review of that, but they've been doing this for a long time. They forget all of what it takes to make a business out of doing a laser. And so I'm going to play you a quick video, because here's a gentleman who bought a laser, who got it to start a business, and, probably watched an Xtool D1 commercial and said, hey, that's really cool. And it can make all of this fun stuff. And so I'm going to do that. Then I'll throw up an Etsy page, and if I make good things, then it'll sell. And within a month or two, I'll start making money.
I want to share my own experience, and I'm going to tell you how much money I spent, how much money I made. To start a business, you need some kind of business plan. And it's like, I need a printer, I need the material, I need a design, I need like Amazon shop or Etsy shop or eBay or my website, and just let's go. We can see we bought the Xtool D1 Pro with a 20 watt power. The laser came with the aluminum sheet where you can place your materials and cut, but this is actually not working very well. You need to straight away honeycomb. I already spent 800 pounds, and now here we go. It's 130 pounds for just a honeycomb. This thing is actually creating a lot of smoke. Once it's burning the material, the room where you are is filled with the smoke. If we go to the Xtool website, it's again 165 pounds. You need to invest more before to start. I don't need anything more. I can make nice designs, express myself, just to be very creative, and let's go. Let's make a sales. But no, guys, we need the air assist. You know what? I think, come on, guys. If you want to clear cuts for your materials, you need some kind of air assistant. My brain is open. I'm so excited. I'm ready to go and make some money. I start with the shop Etsy. This was my first platform where I place my products. How we can go here? If we go here, at the moment I had 21 items on the listing. For coasters, for the coffee, for tea, for your home. It's all handmade. I couldn't make any sale on Etsy. Zero sales. I even have like ads on Etsy. Running ads on Etsy. I'm paying every day. If you can see, from December to the January, I had 6,000 views, 31 click, and 0 revenue. If I can't sell on Etsy, let's try to make a website. I made a website. It's called ordesign.uk. I place the products. I place the price. I create a Facebook page, and Instagram page. Even I pushed myself on the TikTok. I was creating some videos. Yeah, that was the views. I have 500-600 views for 1-2 days, and then it just stopped generating, going around, and nobody was watching them. And again, no sales. I reduced the minimum price. If you go to my Etsy shop, you can see there's a £3, £12, and these all items are with the free shipping, including. I just want to make a revenue. You need to work really hard. This is not just make a product, place on the website, and boom, right fall up here. No. I bought the acryl for the painting, some wood dyes as well, just a lot of pencils, different colors, just be more creative. I make nice decorations for the Christmas. I had a full box with them.
Okay, so you could see he's gone through all of this, and then he thought, within at least a few months that he would start having the sales that he wanted. But Etsy is a tricky beast, and it will probably take a while. So I hope you learned a little bit from that. I would suggest you go over to Andrew and, like and subscribe to his videos, or, give him some encouragement, and tell him you hope you learned something from him. I will have that link in the description. And I think that's typically how a lot of people feel, not just about lasers, There's a lot of equipment out there that's being sold, cameras or a silhouette or, Cricut, heat presses, making t-shirts, making stickers, different things like that. People get into it thinking, hey, as long as I make something cool, within a few months, I'll have some sales and I'll start being able to pay that back. And perhaps there was a time where that was true. That's really not true now. A very, very few people will be able to, within 6 months even, start making decent money. And so this is a great business. And having a diode laser and being able to start a small business, it's an incredible thing. And I'm so happy that exists. And I wake up every day and can't wait to make something new on my laser. And I know there's a lot of people out there that are like that. And they're like, wow, I could actually make money doing this. And I'm here to support that. But I'm also going to be as real with you as possible that it may not be as quick and easy as you think, but it's still, in the end, I believe, worth it. So underlying thing to say is don't quit your day job. It's really great to have that financial support. If you have financial support from a husband or a wife or somebody who can help you get through the next year, I'd say it takes about a year. And if you're starting right now, starting to build up towards Christmas. And I don't think, and this is, again, this is personal opinion, but it comes from seeing it over and over, that you're ever going to make a living. Very few people could make a living using a diode laser or even 2 diode lasers. But what you can do is get your business started, see that you love it, see that you can make money. And then when it's time to upgrade, instead of spending all this money and maybe finding out this isn't for you, you can literally run your business on a smaller scale using a diode laser. And you could do it from home. And I think that is a huge blessing. But you do need to be prepared that this is going to take a while, likely. And I'm going to give you the best strategies that I've seen of being able to grow that as quickly as possible. And I thought about making a video just saying, Etsy sucks or something like that, or don't start with Etsy. Not because Etsy itself is bad, but because people think that, because it costs very little to get started, that I'm going to be able to scale my business so quickly. And a lot of the people you're going to watch on YouTube started on Etsy and have businesses on Etsy, and they sell hundreds of thousands of dollars on Etsy. So it makes it seem like, oh, hey, I could just do that too. And in my opinion, there's a better way, and that is starting local. If that is possible for you, and this is a great time of year to do that. The reason why I'm starting this series early in the year, and of course you can start at any time, but being able to have that Christmas season after you've kind of, gotten used to this, learned your machine, learned the light burn. These are all things that you need to take your time and learn how to use to be able to do this business correctly. And learn your laser to make sure that it's going to consistently work for you. So I'm just going to spell it out. The first thing I think you should do is, of course, get your laser and then think about what you're going to need. And I'm going to do this with you within these videos. Probably the next one is show you what you need to bring with you to do a local market. What you need, how you sign up, the things that you need to bring, maybe the mix of things that you would want to sell. And this goes for all laser businesses that want to start, not just ones with diode, but I think this is the way to do it. And also being able to start selling to local businesses like weddings and real estate and flower shops and different things like that is very easy. But say you're thinking, I don't want to go door to door. Well, this is where these craft stores, these farmers markets, these makers markets that you sign up for, again, I'm going to help you, will do that for you. Because people that come to these markets are also working in these fields. They also have special occasions. They also have businesses. So what you're going to do is you're going to put out some things that are customizable, things that you can make with your diode. So this is why it's important to understand your machine and what your capabilities are, because don't go promising people things that you can't deliver. But you can put a sample of all of that on a display, in the back of your table, because you want to have as much room on the table as you can for the things that you're selling. But maybe you make a display or pictures or something to show what your capabilities are. You've got, say, a bottle opener that says your name here, a small sign that says your name here, things like that, when somebody comes to your table, they can go, oh, you could do that. And then maybe you get some orders from that. And this is how you slowly, and it is important to do it slowly, you get these businesses one at a time, and you fulfill orders, and you get better and better, and you see what sells. All the while, maybe you started an Etsy account, but it's not important what's on it. You can go to my Etsy right now. At this particular time, there's 3 things on it, because I'm just putting up stuff that I have sitting around that I enjoyed making, that I'm making for this channel. And then as I do these shows, again, I'm doing this with you, I'm going to make a lot of stuff for those shows. Maybe what doesn't sell, I put it up on the Etsy page, but that is not my focus. I am going to let this Etsy page take 3-4 months to kind of percolate. This is often how long it takes just to even get into the algorithm here. Even for shops that you've seen that are huge. I showed you Tana Makes, she's got a pretty large shop. It took her 2 months to even get her first sale on one of her channels. So to expect things just to take off on Etsy, again, I think is a mistake for most of you. Now, if somebody out there is telling me that it worked different for them, I'd love to hear about it. Or if it works the way that I told you and you're kind of disappointed. And so I think this is kind of the better way to do that. And then once you build a following, and maybe even you start a YouTube channel like me, and you're building a following and you want everybody to go to your site, this is when you build the Shopify. There's a lot more that goes into building a website than you think, and a lot more time and effort and money. Starting your own business website is not cheap. Web hosting and everything else that you need, it can quickly run you dry, and maybe get nothing out of it. So I'm thinking this is kind of a later stage thing, unless you just have unlimited funds. Right now, we're trying to keep things inexpensive. You're using a diode laser. You haven't already invested $10,000 into a nice CO2. So let's keep everything as inexpensive as possible and grow. Keep it fun, keep things exciting, keep your creative juices flowing. Maybe do a 5-year plan, 1 year, 5-year, 10-year plan of how you would like to see this, where you would like to be, and spend this time just enjoying the process. Building a business is a process, and it can be fun, or it can be super stressful if you create this huge nut that you have to fulfill, or a huge idea of what you have to get done, instead of really just enjoying being a creative, selling, meeting people, creating a community of people who love what you do. And that's what I'm doing here. And so I welcome you to be part of that community. Like, subscribe, tell me what I'm doing right, what I'm doing wrong, and, so that we can grow together. All right. I'll see you in the next one.
Maybe you're going to say, oh, this guy lost the money. Hold on. I'm not lost the money. I'm invested money. I'm still able to create some new ideas, new designs, and bring to the life.